everybody. Thank you so much for coming. You all look very lovely. Yes, good jazz hands. Welcome to the 2021 Virtual Thespian Regional Showcase. All right.
Yep, we are very excited to get to share with you the well-worked
And highly entertaining.
performances from many students in our thespian troupe.
For those watching this a couple days later, the Thespian Regional Acting Competition happens nationwide and is a way for students to find, prepare, and perform different regional pieces from their theater repertoire in a variety of categories such as solo musical, duo acting, or pantomime. It's very similar to solo and ensemble for those of you who are choir and band kids.
Participants are then able to get feedback on their pieces and are scored with the possibility of becoming a regional finalist, which means you finish in the top 20%, or a state qualifier, those who move on from the regional competition to the statewide conference.
Because this year is so special, this showcase is being recorded after the competition, so we're able to congratulate all of our performers on their participation and recognize the 3 regional finalists and 10 state qualifying submissions.
Woo! To the side of this video, for the people who are watching it later, you will find a link to donate to the Westland Thespian Troupe. Please donate if you are able. It will be very appreciated and well used for buying the honor cords for our seniors and to give us more opportunities for our productions.
So finally, we asked something that you likely haven't heard in a while, and I'll say it in my best movie theater voice. Please be kind and courteous to others and silence your cell phones now.
And enjoy these fantastic Westland performers.
Fantastic. Up first in solo musical is Brett Mason. And we're going to ask her a little interview question beforehand to get a better sense. So Brett, what was your favorite part of developing your song and your character behind it?
So Caddy Heron, Katie, is a really fun character in this song in the sense that she is such a clueless little person because she moved from Africa and from no one to this giant school situation. And I think that my favorite part was tapping into that cluelessness and being able to really play with that and play with the fact that like this really is her first real crush. I think that was fun to be able to tap into that and really mess around and play with that dynamic.
Fantastic. And now pre-recorded, Brett, take it away.
Hi, my name is Brett and I'm from Troop 1915. Today I will be performing Stupid with Love from Mean Girls the Musical with music by Jeff Richmond. I'll be portraying Caddy. Thank you. When I was 5, I fell in love. It didn't last. He ran from me. No, literally ran from me. And being Kenyan, he ran fast. When I was 10, in love again, this Peace Corps guy. I waited hours inside his tent with flowers, which made him laugh, which made me cry. By 13, I gave up trying. I decided I would be a mathematician, 'cause math is real. I memorized a lot of pi because addition and subtraction and division would never make me feel so stupid with love. Like I didn't get it. I didn't get it somehow. Smart with math, but stupid with love. I didn't get it. I didn't get it till now. So thank you, math, for being there to bring me joy. And thank you, math, 'cause now you brought me this cute boy. He's like someone from TV. He's like that guy who gives out roses to those women. His clothes, he's grooming, and he's a foot away from me with swoopy hair and shiny eyes that I can swim in. He's live and in the room, and I'm stupid with love. I wanna get it, I wanna get it, but how? Smart with math, but stupid with love. I wanna get it, I didn't get it till now. I'm astounded and nonplussed. I am filled with calculus. Does this guy work out? with love, but I can get it. Watch this girl self-educate. I learned math so I can learn love. You wanna bet it that I can get it? Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
Woo!
Very lovely. And I didn't forget to mention she's qualified for state in the regional, so congratulations. I'll pass it over to Miranda.
Awesome. Wasn't that amazing, guys? I'm so happy to be seeing us all finally get to act in front of each other for like the first time this year, and I'm really, really excited about it. Awesome. So next up, we have the wonderful Bridget and Coleman for their pantomime state qualifier experience performance and state finalist. They're coming up next, and I wanted to ask Coleman or Bridget, really, what was the most interesting process about pantomime online?
I can take this one. I think the very beginning, working out a space and where we would try to define where the wall was between us and then cheat. But also, we didn't learn to cheat yet, but we were just kind of trying to time it until Steve kind of had that aha moment where he's like, well, you can glance at the camera and see, where you are on the screen, which is very helpful for an online pantomime where you can't see your partner. But it was really, really cool to get to do that and pass things through virtually.
That is awesome. So next up, virtually, we will see Bridget and Coleman.
Hello, I'm Bridget.
And I'm Coleman.
We're from Troop 1915.
And we'll be performing an original pantomime called Crib Raiders.
Thank you. Thank you.
Woo! That was so amazing. And just to say that amazing original pantomime got state qualifier experience and state finalist. So we're really, really proud of them.
Thank you so much, guys. Oh, it's so fun. It feels like so long ago somehow, but also like yesterday that we all recorded. Alrighty. Up next is Kara Rhodes with her solo musical, who also qualified for state in the experience category. We're so excited to get to see it.
Oh, is Kara not here?
She is. Oh, yes. I was just pausing for dramatic effect. I would love to ask her an interview question. Kara, what did a typical coaching session look for you?
Well, I went with Annie and we would break down my character and learn about her and like what was happening in the scene where the song takes place. And then we would usually run the song and figure out blocking and pick out little like nitpicky stuff and how she should be feeling and how I should portray that with like body movement and vocally. And yeah.
Which part of the breakdown was your favorite?
I just like singing it, so probably that.
Fantastic. Alrighty, virtual Kara, take it away.
Everybody, I really hate to interrupt Kara's performance. I know that some of you are probably seeing these gray out, blackout things, which are my Zoom functions. And I just wanted to check in. Does anybody know of a way to fix that at all for your viewing pleasure? Because I thought I did, and I don't think it worked. Does anybody know? It's okay if not. But I apologize for the big gray blocks. It's the Zoom functions, and if I don't optimize video, we're stuck with it. So I apologize for that. But it is what it is, I guess. Zoom, everybody! COVID! Yay!
Woo!
Let's go. Kara, you're amazing. Let's do it.
Hi, my name is Kara Rhodes. I'm from Troop 1915, and I'll be performing Lost in the Brass from Band Geeks. Music and lyrics by Alter, Allen, and Newman, and I'll be portraying Laura. Thank you. There it goes again, the moment's gone, and I'm too lame to speak. Another wasted opportunity. Always waiting for something to happen, but nothing's gonna happen, not for me. Buddy, I'm always buddy. I'm a girl, for your information, forever in this situation, waiting and hoping he'll notice how I'm feeling. But every time I get him near, I fade away, I disappear. That's me, never getting heard. He just smiles and walks away like I never said a word. Whoa, whoa, can anybody hear me? Am I just blowing air while the whole world marches past? Still I blow and blow, though I know it gets me nowhere. I just get lost, lost in the brass. Flutes don't sparkle quite like batons. There's no visual attraction, no stimulus reaction. Pretty music, that's all the pretty that I got. I'm special in a quiet way, at least that's what my parents say. Whatever, they were never in the band. Their hair is turning gray, no they don't understand. Whoa, whoa, can anybody hear me? I just know I could sparkle on the grass, but my melody can never be heard clearly. I just get lost, lost, lost in the brass. I get so lost, lost in the brass. Listen, I'm not background noise. Listen, I make music. See me, I'm not one of the boys. I shine, I shine, I shine on my own. So I don't wear makeup, I don't stick my hair up with some awesome-tastic pink beret. I'll never be a majorette. I'm plain, I'm basic, and I sweat when I get nervous. I suck at popularity. People just don't notice me someday. High school's got to end, and I'll finally find a place where this woodwind doesn't blend. Whoa, whoa, there's a whole world to be pursuing. If I could just get out and leave this all here in the past, yeah, they'll remember me thinking, gosh, how is she doing? And I'll be long gone. Whoa, whoa, I'll be solo obligato, cutting loud and clear, right through the tuba blast, soaring high above that clumsy bass vibrato. I will be lost, lost, lost in the brass. And finally they'll see there's so much more to me at last. I won't be lost, lost in the brass, lost in the brass.
Woo! Oh yeah, unmute for a little applause for everybody.
Yeah, let's all clap. Awesome.
Kara, I literally love you.
Awesome. Well, that was amazing. I'm so happy to see everyone. Honestly, this is so like familiar. I don't know how else to put it. It feels like old times or just times when we didn't have as much separation, and it's making me really, really happy right now. Awesome. So up next we have Kaylin, who did a solo acting piece. And Kaylin, I'm wondering, what was your favorite part about regionals this year?
My favorite part about regionals this year was rehearsing Mr. B because I got to practice so many different techniques with my characters and personality traits. And my favorite trait was this. I come off the ground very gracefully. And this is an important transition in between the two characters because you see them from dark to light. It's Eve's rebirth moment.
Yeah, it's
And
awesome.
yeah, thanks.
That's awesome. All right, Steve, ready? Cool.
Hi, I'm Kaylin Kemp from Shoot Next 15. I will be performing two monologues. The first is Lost Yonkers by Neil Simon, and I'll be playing Bella. The second is Diary of Adam and Eve by Mark Twain, and I'll be playing Eve. Thank you. You think I can't hold the babies, Mama? Well, I can. I'm as strong as an ox. I worked in that store and taken care of you by myself since I'm 12 years old. That's how strong I am, like steel, Mama. But my babies won't die because I love them and take care of them. My babies will be happy when we were because I'll teach them to be happy. Because you made it so clear you never wanted to be touched with love. And I want to be warm and soft, my children. You think I'm stupid, don't you, Mama? I'm not a child. If God wanted me to stay a child, why did He make me look like a woman? Is that what I should thank Him for? I know I get confused sometimes and frustrated, but if I'm a child, why can't I be happy like a child? Let me have my babies, Mama, because I have to love somebody. I have to love someone who will love me back before I die. Mama, please say yes. I need you to say yes, please. Sunlight, hummingbirds, lions. Where am I? What am I? Oh, whatever I am, I'm certainly a beautiful one. It's very peculiar, but I feel like an experiment. So many creatures and things. Each is wondrous and beautiful. There's plums and peaches and grapes, and the apples are especially inviting. It's also perfect and ideal, and yet I have one tiny reservation. There's no one to talk to. Drop that paper, you monster! Put it back, do you hear me? Now, I must talk to you. Please come down. I want to talk to you about us. What's us? That means you and me. I think we've both been put here for a great and noble experiment. I think I'm the main part of this experiment, but you've shared it too. You see, you're the only other animal I can talk. What? The parrot can talk too? I didn't know that. Well, I'm called a parrot because that's what it looks like. The minute I say eyes on animal, I know what it is. I don't have to think. So far, you're the only exception. What is your name? Adam. Adam! Why do you hate me so much? I just can't understand it! I think it's a reptile. I do wonder what it's for. I never see it do anything. Nothing seems to interest it except resting. It's a man! If it is a man, then it isn't it, is it? No. It should be he, him, his'n. Adam. That sound is pleasanter in my ears than any I've heard so far. Thank you.
Woo! We're gonna unmute and clap. Yeah. Lovely,
Awesome.
Kaylin. Really
And the physicality of that whole performance is awesome.
love a good transition. Fantastic. Up next is Sophia Gomez. Very excited to hear. She was in our solo musical novice category and was a state qualifier. Yay! Yeah, good fist bumps. Sophia, what was the coolest thing you learned during the regional process?
Okay, so I would probably say like the coolest thing was learning like the layers of like what each lyric means and how deep everything is, because it's not just like my song like isn't just, you know, like it's not just random words, like they mean something. And it was really cool to like work with Steve and like kind of understand like what the deeper meaning is. And it was really cool, and the song was just a lot of fun.
Fantastic. Yeah, and theater's the one place where you can really overthink, and it's an awesome, awesome trait to have. Great. Virtual Sophia, please take it away.
Hi, my name is Sophia Gomez, Troop 1915, and I'm going to be performing Killer Instinct from Bring It On the Musical, book by Jeff Whitney, and music by Lin-Manuel Miranda, Tom Nitt, and Amanda Green. Thank you. Dear God up in heaven, a prayer for Campbell. She once was my hero and now she's a disgrace. I'm here on top and she's less than zero, dragging me down to save face. She always worked hard, she was trusting and fair, and Lord, that's the crux of her problem right there. You need that killer instinct to give you the nerve to grab everything you want in life but may not deserve. And if some girl's in your way, there's only one thing to do. Will you blackmail your mother who sits on the school board to get the girl transferred and ripped from the life that she knew? And your dreams come true. 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 You need that killer instinct, that killer desire. Are you the little ant, or do you set the ants on fire? And if there's two girls in line to lead the team before you, will you hack the school system and change Skylar's grade from a D to an F? And you hire some sick guy to lick Kyler's toothbrush so she can track mono. Now no one is left to be captain, so they turn to you. And your dreams come true. Do I sound awful? What have I become? Who's the girl in the mirror I see? Some backstabbing whack job I'd run screaming from. Oh God, I just love being me. Wouldn't all of you kill to be me? You need that killer instinct since time first began. From Genghis Khan to Bristol Palin, you need a killer plan. You need to reach the top if it's the last thing 4-foot frame. I just use my killer instinct and my dreams come true. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Woo!
Yes, Sophia.
That was so wonderful and entertaining. I loved it. Awesome. Up next, we have Malika and Sophia with duo comedic acting. And I have a question for you guys. What was rehearsing and coaching like for you as a pair during this time?
I can answer this. It was really weird because like doing duos on Zoom, it was like we were trying to figure out the positioning, like how it was gonna work, things like that. So it was it was interesting.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So,
Sophia, did you have anything to add?
okay, awesome. Well, she'll let it speak for itself, I suppose. So, up next, we have virtual Sophia and Malika.
Hi, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Malika, and we're from Thespian Troupe 1915.
And we will be performing a scene from A Woman, a Bathroom, and a Dream by Dalian Rodriguez. I will be playing the doctor.
And I'll be playing Lydia. Thank you. I have a problem.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
Well, it's very difficult for me to explain.
Try your best. It's good that you finally said something. It's been half an hour. You're making progress. Good progress.
It was about time that I seek some help. I've been doing some strange things. I don't believe my behavior is normal.
What exactly do you mean by strange things? How strange? Tell me everything. Don't hold back. Details. I want details if possible.
I should start from the beginning. You see, I'm an actress.
Excuse me for interrupting, but are you a working actress? Do you get any acting jobs? Have you ever done a nude scene? I might have seen you in something.
I just got out of college. I know I should have gotten more experience while I was going to school, but I never could. I could never gather enough courage to go to auditions. The real world is too frightening.
You have a confidence problem?
You're asking me? I thought you were supposed to tell me that. Sorry, it's more than that. I've acquired a quite interesting mode of acting.
What may that be? Are you a method actress?
Well, I'm an environmental actress.
I'm not familiar with the term.
I can only perform in bathrooms.
Bathrooms?
Bathrooms and some closets, depending on its size.
Were you like this in college?
Well, I've always liked bathrooms. I used to practice my lines in there. I've always delivered fantastic performances in bathrooms. Now that's pretty much the only place I can emote.
I see. This is very interesting. Emote. Now, tell me something about your childhood.
You're joking, right? They only use that line in films.
No, please go ahead.
I was the type of child that used to go into the bathrooms at restaurants and describe them to my mother when I got back to the table. I actually got locked in a bathroom restaurant once. It was quite embarrassing.
Why did you feel it necessary to give your mother these critiques?
How should I know? I was 5 years old. You tell me. Better yet, why don't we switch roles and you pay me for solving my own problems? Christ's sake.
Well, tell me what finally possessed you to make this appointment with me.
I can't deliver a performance on stage. I can't audition. I gather my words. I can't say my lines anywhere. A bathroom. That's it. Sometimes when I'm out with friends and I excuse myself, I start performing in the restrooms without even realizing it.
Is anyone in these bathrooms when you do this?
No, idiot. I always check the stalls even when I'm not spitting out Shakespeare.
You think people are watching you. This makes you feel self conscious. Since the bathroom is so small, it hides you and the imperfections you find within yourself. Acting is the vehicle in which you can express yourself by taking on the lives and experiences of other people, other characters. Now you find yourself in a situation where you can't even live vicariously through fictional characters.
That sounded so stupid. What a psychologist thing to say. You're sitting there analyzing me. Don't analyze me. I don't want to be analyzed. Is that all you do?
That's my job. I'm fully trained for analysis.
Sorry, I decided to come see you when my problems started to become embarrassing. I was going to the bathroom in whoever's house I visited.
I see. And here you are. Oh, time's up. I'll see you next week.
Wait. What's wrong with me? What's wrong?
Thank you.
Woo! Fabulous scene. Oh, I love seeing the duo over the Zoom. Oh, congrats. Yay. All right, up next is Emmerich Bertay with his solo musical. I'm very excited to see. Are you ready for your interview question, Emmerich? Yes, he is. What was your absolute favorite part? Because you're a senior this year, so what has been your favorite memory of regionals in your 4 years at Weston High School?
Favorite memory of regionals? It's really just got to be the waiting when you're there all day waiting for your next event or your friend's next event. I mean, the anticipation and the feelings going around as you wish your friends good luck and they're going to their own thing and you got to go to yours. Like, all right, well, I got to go to, like, it's just a classroom. Like, I got to go room 202 to do this. And it's unbeatable. That's such an amazing feeling. And I wish I'd done regionals a lot more. But yeah.
We're excited to see you. I absolutely agree. Or hey, can I borrow your speaker? Mine's not working anymore. Yeah, oh, it's fun. Great. Let's see virtual Emmerich.
Hi, my name is Emmerich, and I am from Troop 1915. I will be performing Stranger from Big Fish, and I will be portraying Will. Thank you. Stranger, I'm feeling stranger than I've ever felt before, and so much more different, like something old has joined with something new, but still feels true. I'm passing through a ride that every parent does. I'm walking on some shared familiar ground. Yet every step I take is not the step that was. And I found I like the sound of stranger. A child I've yet to meet becomes my everything, my song to sing. Father, and suddenly the weight of it was real. But do I feel connected in a way I've never known. A line from dad to me to newborn son. And from today I'll never make a choice alone. One for all for one. And when he's born I'll teach him how to use his common sense. He'll listen and he'll learn and he'll excel. I'll tell my son that life was learned in clear and present tense, not only from the stories we can tell. My father told me stories I could never comprehend. In every tale he claimed to be the hero. I try to understand him, but I wonder if I can. Because after almost 30 years, still don't know the man. I wish I knew the man, but he's a stranger. My father is a stranger, I know very well. A puzzling show, hopeful, what's on its way may help us both to grow. But I don't know when I'll understand what made him wild. I don't know why he has the urge to fly. I wanna face him like a man and not a child. So I'll try, I'll really try. And in time, my boy is sure to see better days with Dad and me. We can do things better than before. So that strangers we will be no
Woo!
Woo! That was awesome. All right. Next up, we have Rachel with her solo acting piece where she received a state qualifier experience. We were wondering, what was the creative process like for developing like your own solo piece during this quarantine time?
Well, with this one, it was very much a lot of research on the relationships, because a lot of this is based, a lot of the monologues within the two monologues is based off the building the relationships between Jake and his sister Karen, and Lady Percy and the king, and her relationship with her husband. So it was very much building off of the relationships between them, and I very much played around with the stakes on this one, and especially with Lady Percy. That was my personal favorite. I really enjoyed the language with Shakespeare, and that was I really liked that one. And it took place like during the 16th century, so it was like, you know, a no bueno time to be a woman during that time. So I very much had to play the stakes with that one, and just like being confronted with the king, and just Steve was telling me to like, okay. Steve was telling me to like, oh, like make sure you focus on the relationships of this person, and you know, when you don't really experience those kind of relationships in real life, it was very much trying to understand where this character is coming from. So yeah, it was just doing a lot of research on the relationships and the language themselves in the context of the show. So yeah.
That is awesome, and it was so fun and entertaining to watch. So it really read all the work you put into it. We get to see virtual Rachel now. I'm really excited.
Hello, my name is Rachel Duma. I am from Troop 1915. I will be performing two contrasting monologues. The first one's from Jake's Women by Neil Simon, and I will be portraying Karen. The second one's from Henry IV, Part 2 by William Shakespeare, and I will be portraying Lady Percy. Thank you. Oh, what's wrong, Jake? Is Maggie here? Oh, I'll talk to her. Oh, that's right. I'm in your head. I never know how that works. Well, when I'm here, I can talk to you, but when someone else is here, I can't talk to them. It's very confusing, Jake. Don't write me, Jake. You have such a distorted picture of me these days. Where did you find this dress I'm wearing? This dress is not me. It's okay. So, you need advice? Well, of course, I care about you. You're my brother. I love you. See, that's a good speech. That's a good speech right there. That's how I should talk. Giving, caring, nurturing. Make a note of that. So, tell me what's wrong. What is it? Oh my God, no, you think Maggie's gonna leave you? Well, all right, don't jump to conclusions. Don't try to guess what's going on in someone else's head. I used to worry that Harry was gonna leave me only because I kept saying, "You're gonna leave me one day, I know it." Drove wrong with our family, Jake? Like, Mom got divorced, Pop got divorced, I got divorced, and now you're getting divorced. Don't end up alone like me, Jake. I live in the movies night after night. You can't be happy living in a popcorn world. Oh, see, that's crappy dialogue. You'll look for a man for me. Oh, well, find him. Don't think of him. I don't want a man that dresses worse than me. Oh, yeah, for God's sake, go not to these wars. The time was, Father, that you broke your word, when you were more endeared to it than now. When your own Percy, when my heart's dear Harry, through many a northward, look up to see his father bring up his powers. But he did long in vain. Who then persuaded you to stay at home? For there were two honors lost, yours and your son's. For yours, the God of heaven brighten it. And for his, it struck upon him as the sun. And in the gray vault of heaven, and by his light, did all the chivalry of England move to do brave acts. He was indeed the glass when the noble youth did dress themselves. For those who could speak low and tardily, he was the mark in glass, copy and book that fashioned others. And him, oh, wondrous him, oh miracle of men, him did you leave to look upon the hideous god of war in a disadvantage, to abide a field where nothing but the sound of Hotspur's name did seem defensible. So you left him. Never. Oh, never do his ghost the wrong to hold your honor more precise and nice with others than with him. Let them alone. Thank you.
Woo! Again, I love the transition. It's my favorite part about a dueling monologue. Great. Our final performance before intermissions. You're going to come back after intermission. Remember that. And if you're at home, you're going to donate during intermission, but we'll go through that again. Is Ellie Seward, who did a solo musical and was a state qualifier for the novice category. Ellie, what is, you're a junior now, so you've had 3 years. What is the coolest thing you've learned about yourself, about developing a character in your 3 years of regionals?
Oh, goodness. There's so much that I've learned about myself through regionals that, like, I don't even know if you can touch on that subject, like, personally for me. But the best thing that I've learned about acting is, like, not only should I convince others, but I also need to convince myself. I, like, struggled with that for a while to, like, really get into it. And I think especially this year, it really clicked for me. And so that was a big learning point.
Fabulous. And you got snaps from Steve and a solid diagonal thumbs up from Annie. So it was very, very great.
And wait, teacher. Thanks, Steve.
All right, take it away, virtual Ellie.
Hi, I'm Ellie Seward from Troop 1915, and today I will be portraying Deb from Calm from Ordinary Days, written by Adam Guan. Thank you. So, I am on the 6th train headed uptown to my lit professor's office. It's like light years off of campus. Don't ask me why. I'm sandwiched in between this guy who's literally drooling and some European hipster who, well, let's be honest, smells Woody Allen heard Gershwin in the air when he thought Manhattan. But I'm not so impressed. I hear like Philip Glass best. I wish I could take a second to get calm. But it's not working, because, like, clearly I'm a magnet for some special breed of psycho who thinks being weird's a valuable use of time. My notebook likes to wander on its own across the city, taking with it my whole thesis, which I need to write, like, now. I don't remember the Muppets getting hives when they took Manhattan, but my own diagnosis says I'm creeping towards psychosis, because I cannot find a place to get calm. It's really hard, you know. I tried to take up yoga, but you'd be surprised how many folks don't think deodorant is zen. I even saw a life coach who told me you should breathe. I just breathe. But every time I took in a breath, I visualized that life coach's death. She's having lunch at Cafe Beer, and she's choking and choking and choking and choking, till finally she's calm. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I get to my professor's, and he sits me down and tells me that my thesis on Virginia Woolf seems somehow false. I tell him what I'm working from is not so much a thesis, but the fact that she went crazy, and that seems, well, apropos. My professor just tosses back his head, and it's dry Manhattan. I wonder which will kill him quicker, the Big Apple or the liquor, when suddenly I panic and I tell myself I must get someplace calm. I up and run toward Penn Station like I swear my head was ready to blow, and I hop a train to Jersey just as fast as any person can go. Then 90 minutes out I get off at some provincial hamlet I've never heard of. There's a real estate office right on the block. I can afford a 2-bedroom. I go in shock. I think, what the heck? I write a check. 'Cause there's sunlight in closets and laundry, but mostly it's calm, calm, really calm, strangely calm, like Times Square at 5 a.m. calm, like totally freak me out calm, like I'm gonna slowly go crazy and throw myself off the balcony calm. Damn it. So, tear up my deposit, and I head back to Penn Station. Of course, the subway's broken, so I walk 4 miles home, and like 14 hours later, get back to my apartment, my crazy spastic roommates, in a room, well, of my own. I've got this black and white poster on my wall that says my Manhattan, and I give it the finger, but I let my gaze linger, and I notice how the people look like tiny specks of gray, all haphazardly arranged just like they were in that Monet. And suddenly I'm struck by this bizarro revelation that, like Warren's whacked out theory, might deserve some exploration. I sit on my bed, and I realize I'm finally calm.
Killing it, Ellie. Yay. All right, that takes us to a 10-minute intermission, which means, oh, it's exactly 8. We planned it. You're going to come back at 8:10. And on your break, you have a very quick assignment. In normal years, we would have a banquet in which you would all bring food and we would get to share it together. But it's not COVID safe to share food and be in the same spot. So, I know. In this 10 minutes, you're going to grab a snack and you're going to send Steve a nice video, very short, just show off what you're eating, and then that will be used for our intermission for the video of just a montage of you guys eating food.
Yeah, like Google Drive it, right? Just put it on Google Drive and share with me.
Yes, it can be like
for the YouTube upload.
Yeah.
Not too much of the like in the mouth, but just
like mom selfie angles.
So Gwen, behave yourself, okay? All right.
Yeah. Great. Go eat something, send us a video. And you don't have to perform, so don't have to worry about eating something and ruining any vocals. See you at 8:10.
toast water for the children.
In touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like a sound.
I got me some ice cream.
I'm eating Smarty Pants gummies because I need them. I need the vitamins.
Some wonderful Sour Patch Kids. Very excited to eat them.
Through the forest, too close to hide. I'll be upon you by the moonlight side. I need you tonight, 'cause I'm not sleeping. There's something about you, girl, that makes me sweat.
My mom made a lovely Boston cream cake pie. Fabulous, and it's really, really good. She's also watching the wonderful banquet tonight. Thank you all for coming and donate.
Sharks are okay, they're so cool. Like there's so many different kinds. Like there's a mako shark and has these big old eyes, and they can jump like 30 or like 40 feet out of the air, and they can swim up to like 50 miles an hour. And then there's like the thresher sharks with the long tail, and they stun their prey. So they'll go whoosh, and then and then the fish, well, they'll die, but that's sad, but it's okay.
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead sharks, God, they're so cool. That was my favorite shark when I was little, because they have these like their body goes like this, and then they go ooh, like a hammer. Hammerhead. Anyway,
I feel like we're playing I Object. I object.
Okay.
But I don't, because I love sharks. So
Okay, good. Me too. Fun fact, I actually want to be a shark biologist when I'm older. So
I dream of finding a career that I will be that excited about. So that's awesome. That is awesome.
Evan, that is the quotation of the night. I gotta say, that's awesome. Somebody make sure we write that down. I think the chats are recorded, or they're saved, but I think we need to write that down.
I'll take a picture of it.
Malika, your follow-up is amazing.
You know, when I'm older,
When I'm older, I want to be. It's good to have dreams. That's what theater's all about. See, it all wrapped up in the end. Theater's supposed to be educational. Great. And Steve, thank you so much for posting the link to donations in the comments. So donate if you can. Okay, so sharks. Great turn for we wouldn't be able to have this discussion in an in-person. We could, but it would be a little bit weirder with some people on stage and some people not.
Yeah, it would be. This is one of the many advantages to this format. Awesome.
Thank you all again so much for being here. Rachel, I absolutely love wherever you are. It looks like a dream. And thank you for all, again, staying dressed up. I'm hoping everyone watching our recorded version should dress up for themselves to watch, because you have to be in very formal clothes to be here. And I respect you all even more if you're only formal half up and not. I'm wearing basketball shorts, so.
It shows ingenuity. Yes, that's awesome.
Ingenuity, yes.
Yes, that's the word of the day. Awesome. So next up, Steve, are you ready? I just want to ask that first. Sorry. Awesome. Next up, we have the wonderful Evan with his pantomime, and he also got a regional finalist experience, which is amazing. Super happy for everyone who's gotten stuff like that. So yeah, take it over. Or wait, no, I'm going to ask a question. What did a typical coaching session look like for you, Evan?
A typical coaching session for me looked like talking to a computer and backing up so Mr. Beckingham could see me, and bumping into my furniture. So then I had to rearrange everything. So it looked like a Saturday Night Live sketch, to be honest.
So what was your favorite part of the process then? Because that's totally relatable, but I'm curious what your favorite.
My favorite part of the process was this was my first time doing an acting competition. So I guess rising to the challenge was my favorite part, but also using the opportunity to create a meaningful piece of art that I could say I'm proud of in like 10 years from now.
That is absolutely awesome. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. Virtual Evan, take it away.
Hi, I'm Evan from Troop 1915, and I will be performing an original pantomime called The Last Kiss. Thank you.
Really powerful stuff, Evan. Great. Oh, beginning opposite purpose. Yeah. All right, next up is Parrish with solo musical, and she was a state qualifier for the experience category. Parrish, I would love to know, you've been in thespians for a little bit, what has been your absolute favorite line you've ever sung in the Westland High School theater program? Or spoken, I'll let.
You know, I feel like it'd be safe to pick any line in Brave Sir Robin from Spamalot from my freshman year.
Yes.
I don't think I could pick one. I feel like that'd be an injustice to the rest of the song. So the whole thing, the whole song.
Loved it. That was a wonderful show. I got to be it tech and for a stagehand for that performance. And you guys always seem so excited before going on. Fantastic. I'm very excited to see this. Steve, take it away.
Hi, my name is Parrish Noche from Troop 1915, and I'll be performing Say the Word from the musical The Mad Ones, book and lyrics by Kate Kerrigan and Brian Loudermilk. I'll be portraying Samantha. Thank you. Sometimes when I look at you, I don't know why you wait. Schoolgirl in a little world who learns everything late. I've always had all the answers, now I don't have a clue. Some nights when the clouds are thick and the wind starts to blow, I stare out my window wondering where I will go. I turn the light out, under the covers all I think of is you. Just you. Say the word, and I just might listen. Say the word, and you might get your way. Loving you should be easier, but say the word, and I might have to stay. Meanwhile, there's so many things that I don't understand. I don't know why I tremble when you reach for my hand. I didn't know how to love until you swept me away. So say the word, and I just might listen. Say the word, and you might get your way. Loving you should be easier, but say the word, and I might have to stay. I wanna love, I wanna ride, I wanna be the girl there by your side. Just tell me when, just tell me how, tell me I'm ready now. Today, say the word, I just might listen. Say the word, and you might get your way. Loving you should be easier, but say the word, and I might have to
Woo!
Woo!
That was awesome. Super entertaining, and I love the emotion. That was awesome. So up next, we have Ainsley, who did a wonderful solo acting piece and also got regional finalist experience. And I was wondering, Ainsley, what is a piece of advice you would give to someone else interested in submitting for regionals?
Okay, so of course, knowing me, I'm going to turn this into a story because why would I not? Anyway, so I decided to do regionals really late. Because I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do regionals. I'm too scared. Because so one day I was like, we were at In-N-Out because we had to drop something off of my brother's, yeah, anyway, that's irrelevant. Anyway, so I was like, oh, maybe I should do regionals. And my mom was like, yeah, do it. And I was like, oh, I'm scared. And my mom was like, just do it. And she's like, you got nothing to lose. So I was like, okay, fine. And so luckily I had, thanks, Ellie, love you too. I had one monologue already memorized from I think it was last year, because I was in acting 2 and we had to do a monologue. So I had that one memorized, but then it was hard because anyway. Oh, the advice. Oh God. Do it. It's really fun. I loved it. And it was, you gotta get the experience. It was really fun. You should definitely do it. If you haven't, do it.
Yeah, you're saying like just go for it because you were hesitating. You don't need to hesitate. Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so excited to see it.
Long story short.
I'm sorry, I was just waiting to see if Ainsley was done. I wasn't sure if we were ready to go. Are we good or?
Yeah, we like to hear from Ainsley's team.
Oh, she knows I adore her. All right.
Hi, I'm Ainsley. I am from Troop 1915. I'll be performing 2 monologues today. The first monologue is from All the Rage by Joshua James, and I will be performing Lisa. And the second monologue is from Buried Child by Sam Shepard, and I will be playing Shelley. Thank you. You ever just feel like killing somebody? I mean, really felt like actually killing somebody. You ever just see somebody and get the urge to hit them? You know, over the head with something hard and heavy? Or have you ever been standing in line behind somebody at the grocery store, stuck behind a very loud person, and you look at this person standing in line bitching about nothing, and you just want to rip her arm off and beat her to death with it? Just hammer her over her head with her own arm, screaming over and over, "Shut up, shut up, shut up!" That ever happened to you? And people with cell phones. I'm to the point now where anytime I see someone with a cell phone, I want to take it away from them and make them eat it whole. It's like you can't go anywhere without having someone else's boring, private conversation forced down your throat. I was standing in line at the movie theater, and I was forced to listen to some asshole discuss the results of his proctology exam with his doctor. I wanted to take the phone away from him and shove it straight up his ass. I was even on a date last week. We were out at dinner, and he took a call right in the middle of the appetizer that lasted halfway through our main course. You know what I did? I waited until we were finished eating, excused myself, went to the ladies' room and called him from there on his cell phone and screamed, "Hey, asshole! Don't ever call me again, you self-important, condescending prick with too much money and not enough hair! Asshole, asshole, asshole!" And then I left. People just drive me crazy sometimes. I think I'm kind of angry. Do you think I'm kind of angry? Don't come near me. Don't anyone come near me. I don't need any words from you. I'm not threatening anybody. I don't even know what I'm doing here. You all say you don't remember Vince. Okay, maybe you don't. Maybe it's Vince that's crazy. Maybe he's made this whole family thing up. I don't even care anymore. I was just coming along for the ride. I thought it'd be a nice gesture. Besides, I was curious. He made all of you sound familiar to me. Every one of you. And for every name, I had an image. Every time he'd tell me a name, I'd see the person. In fact, Each of you was so clear in my mind that I actually believed it was you. I really believed that when I walked through that door, that the people who lived here would turn out to be the same people in my imagination. Real people. People with faces. But I don't recognize any of you. Not one. Not even the slightest resemblance. Thank you.
All right. Wonderful performance. This is on special request from Steve. In the background of so don't have helmets in the background of your Zoom unless you want to be told to put them on. So we'll be doing our next interview with accessories. Next up is Sophia Burden. And I will read through the small slits of the helmet. She's doing a wonderful solo musical. And I would love to ask, what detail of your song did you put the most work into? The most time, most effort?
I feel like I put the most time and effort into like figuring out her backstory because I don't usually put a lot of effort into that piece of a song when I do it, but this time I put more effort into researching the character, finding out the plots of everything.
Very cool. That's always been a favorite part of mine, of really researching. Did you just go with, or did you do more research into what you thought the character might do?
I think so. My memory's awful, so I can't.
You might
It's
be
all
a
right.
little distracted too, Sophia, just a little bit.
This is Steve's fault. I'm very excited to see it. I love hearing about the character development. Take it away, Steve.
Hi, I'm Sophia from Troop 1915, and I will be performing The Life I Never Led from Sister Act the Musical by Bill and Sherry Stein-Kellner. Lyrics composed by Alan Menken and Glenn Slater. And I will be portraying the character Sister Mary Robert. Thank you. I've never talked back. I've never slept late. I've never sat down when told to stand straight. I've never let go and gone with the flow. I don't even know really why. I've never asked questions or taken a dare. I've never worn clothes that might make people stare. I've never rebelled or stood up and yelled or even just held my head high and hold of the feelings unspoken, all of the truths unsaid. They're all I have left to the life I never led. I've never gone surfing or ran with a crowd or danced on a table and laughed much too loud. I've never quite dared to leave myself bare. I've just been too scared I might fall. I've never seen Paris so naked, been kissed. I've never quite realized just how much I missed. And what did I get for hedging each bet? Another regret in that soul. And all of the wishes unasked for, all of the needs unfed, they're all I have left of the life I never led. And now that you've given me one little taste of it, and now that I know what I know, well, how can I go on ignoring the waste of it? After all of the years that I've clung to my fears, would you help me let go? Help me let go. I want to be brave. I want to be strong. I want to believe I'm where I belong. to stand up and say I'm seizing the day, to not just obey but to choose. And I may not surf, I may not see France, but I have to know I still have the chance, and maybe I'll make a painful mistake. It's my mood to take or refuse, and all of the doors left to open, all of the rooms ahead, they're beckoning bright, scary and new. I'm standing tall and I'm walking through. What's gone may be gone, but I won't go on playing dead. It's time to start living the life I never led.
I think I cut it off on the thank you, Sophia. I'm sorry. Nice job.
That was awesome. That was really lovely, as Bridget said. Awesome. So next up, we have Eric with his solo acting piece. And I was wondering, Eric, what aspect of this piece was the most difficult for you?
That's kind of hard. I think I've done a lot of comedy, and so I told Steve like that was the first thing, is that I wanted to try to do something new, but I also didn't want to go like full drama, just kind of something that was just more serious, I guess, less like over exaggerated. And I think that was kind of difficult for me, was finding a middle ground between like exaggerating but also being a realistic character, because both of my characters kind of have to thread that line. And so it was difficult finding how to balance those, but it was also probably the most entertaining like part of it, the most fun part to work through. And yeah.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah, stretching your own like boundaries and challenging yourself is really fun in general, I think. So that's awesome. Can't wait to see it.
Hi, I'm Eric from Troop 1915. Today I'll be performing 2 monologues. The first is from Running in Place by Joshua James, and I'll be playing the role of Trevor. The second is from Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller, and I'll be playing the role of Happy. Thank you.
Nobody does stuff like this anymore. Homemade pies, homemade cakes, everything is frozen and microwavable. Most people don't have the patience to make something like this. That's something about our generation I've been thinking about. No patience, no responsibility. We want everything now, fast cars, fast food, and instant messaging. We want everything done for us and done quickly so we can get on with enjoying our lives. And we want that enjoyment to start now. We don't want to wait in line. We don't want to be put on hold. We want to see the doctor now. That's why there's so many divorces these days, because people want the love and happiness to start now. They say, I paid my money, I got the license, I want my happy marriage. Then when it starts to get shaky, they say, whoa, I ordered a happy marriage, not this one. If they had put the kind of time and care into their relationship as you did into making this pie, by the time they were ready to take a bite, it would have tasted great. Instead, they said, let's have pie, and slapped the ingredients together and wondered why it tasted like shit. Oh, God. All I can do now is wait for the merchandise manager to die. He's a good friend of mine, and he just built a terrific estate on Long Island, and he lived there about 2 months, and then he sold it. And now he's building another one. He can't enjoy it once it's finished. I don't know what the hell I'm working for. Sometimes I sit at my apartment all alone and I think of the rent I'm paying, and it's crazy, but then it's what I always wanted. My own apartment, a car, and plenty of women, and still, god damn it, I'm lonely. Biff,
Sometimes I want to just rip my clothes off in the middle of the store and outbox that goddamn merchandise manager. I mean, I can outbox, outrun, and outlift anybody in that store, and I have to take orders from those common petty sons of bitches till I can't stand it anymore. See, Biff, everybody around me is so false that I'm constantly lowering my ideals. But take those two we had tonight. Now, weren't they gorgeous creatures? I get that anytime I want, Biff. You're gonna call me a bastard when I tell you this. That girl, Charlotte, I was with tonight, is engaged to be married in 5 weeks. The guy's in line for the vice presidency of this store, and he's the third executive I've done that to. And to top it all, I go to their weddings. I hate myself for it because I don't want the girl, and still, I take it. And I love it.
Woo! Sorry, I couldn't find my unmute button.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Woo! I love watching the monologues. So great. Love seeing all your faces too. We'll keep saying that a little creepily throughout the show, that we love seeing all of your faces.
Join us.
In other words, turn on your camera if you can, because we'd love to see your face. Awesome. Up next is Allie Evans doing a solo musical, who got in the novice category a regional finalist. Very great. I'd love to ask you a question, a very important question. I know you're a senior, and that this is we're so excited to have you for regionals. If you could try any other category, which one would it be?
That I haven't done before?
That you haven't done before.
Honestly, I'd probably do like a large group. I feel like that is just like so much fun to be able to like a large group musical. Is there even a large group acting? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with musical, but I don't know, because I did regionals last year with Parrish and we killed it. No. And it was acting and it was so much fun. But this year I feel like it was just a different experience of like pushing myself differently, because I'm in choir, and I feel like changing it over to musical theater. Like, I'm not a musical theater person. I just kind of jumped into it and called it, like, I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know. I feel like doing it again with like a large group of people and having that experience would be really fun. So yeah.
And wonderful for all of you who this is your first year doing regionals. Incredible that we're doing virtual and you're willing to take that jump. Awesome. There is a group scene. I know that because me and Miranda were in a group scene our very first year and at high school, freshman. I never let her forget that we did a lot of fun stage combat, and she punched me in the face. Actually, and she just got really excited, really method into the acting, and backhanded me. But it was a good scene, not at the actual performance.
There's also isn't there a couple people from the boys state group?
Oh, do we have?
Oh yeah,
From the history boys, right?
Emmerich was in it.
Let's see, are they all seniors? And Eric, yeah.
Anyway, now we're just taking away from Allie. Allie, it's all about you right now. So here we go.
Oh yeah. Again, amazing work to jump in at first, and we'd love to have you in a large group. Good. All right, virtual Allie, take it away.
Hello, my name is Alexandria. I am from Troop 1915, and I'll be singing My Big Mistake from the Will Rogers Follies by Compton, Coleman, and Green. I'll be portraying Betty. Thank you. When I was very young, I had the perfect life. My pa, the perfect husband, and my ma, the perfect wife. And every day my life went by so perfectly. I made a perfect plan, I dreamed some perfect dream. And now I look around and my dreams are splitting at the seams. I made one big decision and now look at me. When I do something wrong, I do it perfectly. My big mistake, roping you in. I got my wish, now I can't win. 'Cause I thought I would call you'd quit your roaming. 'Cause I'm the one touch me, and there's no other choice I'd make. I love my big mistake.
Yes, Allie.
That was awesome. Great. So up next, we have the wonderful Kara again, and she did solo acting and got another state qualifier, this time experience. I think both were actually experience. But anyway, that was awesome. Super happy for her. And I have actually a question for you, Kara. What was it like doing both a musical solo and just acting solo? What challenges did it like present?
Well, I definitely think Annie mentioned this when we were working together, but I connect with music a lot more. I connect to the character, and it's a lot easier for me to do like body movements like naturally when I do like a musical theater piece. But with acting, it was a lot harder for me to like grow into the character. It took me longer to like study them and get comfortable with the character. And so that was just something I noticed. But yeah.
Totally. That's awesome. It's really cool that you were able to do both and be so successful. That's awesome. Virtual Kara, take it away.
Hi, my name is Kara Rhodes, and I'm from Troop 1915, and I will be performing 2 contrasting monologues. The first is from Love is Death by Sherry Goldstein, and I will be portraying Janet, and the second is from The Last First Kiss by Chad Beckham, and I will be portraying Gabby. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to say a few words about my beautiful sister Lauren, who's never looked more beautiful and happy than she does today. Lauren and I were very different growing up. She was blonde, I was brunette. She was thin, I was fat. She was a whore, I had morals. Kidding. We were both whores! But the truth is, we were a little boy crazy. Luckily, we didn't go for the same type. I always went for the ambitious, mentally ill type, while Lauren searched for true love. The first day she met Ivan, she said to me, "I think this is the one I've been waiting for all my life," and she was right. The more I get to know Ivan, the more and more I grow to love him with all my heart and soul, and wish that I could meet someone just exactly like him, because the absolute pain and excruciating humiliation of living in the dating world of Dante's Inferno can be difficult. But today is really fantastic. So let's just raise our glasses to my beautiful sister Lauren and her true love, Ivan Oblomovichnikov. May you help each other to complete yourselves and each other and everyone. Every day, I see these girls. Pretty girls, smart girls. All these girls surrounded by these stupid, selfish asshole boys. I see these girls get treated like shit every single day, and they just take it. And every day it made me more determined not to be like that. I've spent a great deal of time avoiding these situations because I see. And I'm like, not me. No way. And then you. You come along and you don't push. You're sweet, smart, funny. You know how to hold a conversation that's not about video games or sports. You like respect me and treat me nice, and God, it's so different than anything I've ever seen from anyone else. I've never seen anyone else get treated the way you treated me. So I let you in. I let you in. And now I catch you kissing Tommy Miller in the chem lab? So you're gay. Whatever, that's fine. I feel stupid that I was too naive not to catch on before, but whatever. Proms are supposed to be momentous occasions, and this has certainly been a momentous occasion. But what was I doing? Some sort of experiment? Some barometer of heterosexuality? A human litmus test? Because if you were using me as some test, that makes you slime. Because you knew, and you used me. And that makes you worse than any dumb guy, worse than slime. That makes you shit. So look at me. Look at me and tell me you weren't using me like that.
Woo!
Everybody.
That was great. That was great.
Right up, our second to last act of the night is Brett Mason and Emma Berte with their duo musical, who state qualifier in the experience category and were state finalists, which is the top 20% of the state conference. Yes, thumbs up from our wonderful duo. I have two questions for you. First one, since you took on duo, which is very, very, very cool in person and even cooler virtually, if you could do a duo musical with any celebrity besides me, who would it be?
Jeremy Jordan.
Not Steve. It can't be Steve either.
Jeremy Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Except I wouldn't be good enough to be on his level, but still Jeremy Jordan.
Lies.
I think you could carry it.
Emmerich, you thinking SpongeBob or something like that, maybe?
I was thinking Derek Klena. He's
Also,
big fan of
a really good choice.
Great. And my second question is, how did you guys build a connection with your characters when talking through, even though you're split between two locations?
I think what we did, we got together outside a couple times together, like actually together, and sang it so that we could have that connection in person, to carry over as much as we could into the video, which I think was an important step for us to, because I feel like there's obviously a barrier, and especially in this song is in a relationship setting, so there's even more of that like barrier of like, how do you create that connection? I think in the little interaction we had of being able to run it in person a couple times was very important for that connection to be built.
Great. We are so ready to see it. Steve, take it away.
Hi, my name is Brett and my partner is Emmerich. We're from Troop 1915 and today we will be performing First Impressions from First Date the Musical by Zachary and Weiner. I'll be portraying Casey and Emmerich will be portraying Aaron. Thank you. So, do you agree with Kevin?
About what?
Am I really cute?
What? You can't just ask me that.
Why not? You said you were an open book. So, am I?
She's a little artsy. She's hip and cool. She's just like all those girls that ignored me all through school. She's kinda indie and pretty hard. She's a lot like all the things that I am not. There's some Asian symbol tattooed on her wrist. She's got the kind of vibe that says, hello world, I'm pissed. She's sorta hostile. Her guns are drawn. Is it weird or just screwed up that I'm turned on? But that's just a first impression. I could be totally wrong. It's only a first impression. And maybe she's a stuffy and conservative, way uptight girl who's still a virgin, never goes past second base, suppressing every single urge until she marches down the aisle, finally ties the knot. She could want a giant family, be an opera devotee, hell even have a PhD. Yes, that's who she could be.
Well, I'm waiting.
Yes, you are very pleasant looking.
Pleasant looking.
No, attractive, desirable, stunningly beautiful. How about D? All of the above? And what adjectives would you use to describe me?
He's a bit annoying and overdressed. He's got the kind of vibe that says, look at me, I'm stressed. Really, there are just so many adjectives to choose from, I wouldn't even know where to start. Probably likes to cuddle, long walks in the park, and if he likes sex, then it's only in the dark. But that's just a first impression. I could be totally wrong. It's only a first impression. And maybe he's a nasty
Feisty, uninhibited, ferocious tiger in the sack who rides a Harley, hits the gym, and makes his money dealing crack to wealthy kids in private schools who treat him like a god. He could kick some ass just like Bruce Lee, engage in online piracy, and not take any shit from me. Yes, that's who he could.
That's who she could. That's who she could be. But that's just a first impression. I could be totally wrong. It's only a first impression. And though the impression is strong, it never can hurt to question. Though I doubt this will lead to romance. Sometimes the ones who seem great are a nightmare to date.
Either way, I've been burned, but the one thing I've learned is oftentimes first impressions
are worth a second glance.
It's worth a second glance.
Second glance.
It's worth a second glance.
Second glance.
It's worth a second glance.
It's worth a second glance.
That's awesome. All right, for our final performance, we have the wonderful Bridget, who's been my partner in crime this entire year, which is awesome. She had a solo musical piece and got state qualifier experience at regionals, and then went on to state to get state selects, which means she was one of the best in state, which is incredible, and we are all so proud of her. And for this really important interview question that I've been considering for a while, what is your third favorite reptile?
Oh, it's a snapping turtle. Because yeah, I've thought about this. It's an order. There's a really specific order to reptiles, and it says a lot about me as a person, which is just a segue to me thanking everyone in this troop for the amazing support that you've all offered each other. You're all like snapping turtles because you're strong and really cool looking. Great, it connected. And thank you to Annie and Steve who put away time to coach us and be so great with that. Even over Zoom, I got just as much as I did in person. Really, really amazing, guys.
Yeah, none of this would have been possible without our wonderful teachers putting so much effort into keeping this community together. And it's just been a really big thing this year. And I just wanted to, I don't know, maybe you guys can unmute and clap. I don't know, maybe something like that. Woo!
Woo! And thank you, parents who are here watching and had to listen to your thespian belts in their room, which is, of course, you always want to hear that, but
it's just a norm at my house. But yes.
Yeah. In conclusion, I'm sorry, Mom.
Also, Bridget, I did have a more serious question following. That was a little bit of comedy, but anyway, I was just wondering if you had to pick like any memory from the last like 4 years of doing regionals. I was just wondering what your top tier one would be. No pressure.
No pressure. We're not gonna bring up. I already brought up when you hit me, so I can't do that one again.
She had a bruise too.
I did have a bruise. It made it more convincing because it wasn't stage makeup.
I got a B in that part of acting, so it translates.
You tell me now. I have to agree what Emmerich said about one of the best parts of regionals is waiting with everybody and just these in between. Of course, I absolutely love the performing part of regionals, but this walking around, this going back to like the Westland like table that we're assigned with all of our stuff, and it's I'd have like, okay, performance at 8:30, then a performance at 9, and you have to sprint across, and then at 2 is your next one. I was like, cool. So I have a certain amount of hours, and then whoever is at that table, you are just talking to, you are stressed together. And that feeling right before, I don't know if I'll miss it or not, that feeling when they're announcing like the names of like, oh, and then the regional finalists and the state I was like, but it's not going to happen this year because it's a video. And then the video went, and you can ask my mom, I was like inches from the television, like, I wonder what it's going to say. But it's just that waiting, and it's even when I wasn't with any of you, but I still felt that collective like bonding with the troupe, which is just magical for thespians.
Totally. What a great answer. I can't wait until everyone who hasn't been able to experience that yet will inevitably get to. And I'm just really excited. Yeah. Virtual Bridget, I can't wait to see. Take it away.
Telling my troubles to Paul.
I was gonna make a joke about you shouldn't. That's crazy.
That was the wrong one. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry.
For context, I re-recorded for State. It was a really awesome, like I felt super in the moment. Everything was like, all the impulses clicked, except when I backed up to sit on the chair, I just smacked it, like screeched across the floor. And we're like, can we save it? And we couldn't. So
I think Celine's probably swearing under her breath at me right now. It's like, how could you?
No, she's laughing really
spoil that
hard.
moment. But I could not resist. I'm sorry. Here we go. Here's the real thing. Okay.
Hello, I'm Bridget Chenevert from Troop 1915, and I'll be performing A Trip to the Library from She Loves Me, music and lyrics by Harnick and Bach. I'll be portraying Alona. Thank you. You've never seen anything like that library. So many books, so much marble, so quiet. And suddenly all of my confidence dribbled away with a pitiful plop. My head was beginning to swim and my forehead was covered with cold perspiration. I started to reach for a book and my hand automatically came to a stop. I don't know how long I stood frozen, a victim of panic and mortification. Oh, how I wanted to flee. When a kindly voice, a gentle voice whispered, pardon me. And there was this dear, sweet, clearly respectable, thickly bespectacled man who stood by my side and quietly said to me, ma'am, don't mean to intrude, but I was just wondering, are you in need of some help? I said no. Yes, I am. The next thing I know, I'm sipping hot chocolate and telling my troubles to Paul, whose tender brown eyes kept sending compassionate looks. A trip to the library has made a new girl of me, for suddenly I can see the magic of books. I have to admit, in the back of my mind I was praying he wouldn't get fresh. And all of the while I was wondering why an illiterate girl should attract him. Then all of a sudden he said that I couldn't go wrong with the way of all flesh. Of course it's a novel, but I didn't know, or I certainly wouldn't have smacked him. Well, he gave me a smile that I couldn't resist. And I knew at once how much I liked this optometrist. You know what this dear, sweet, slightly bespectacled gentleman said to me next? He said he could solve this problem of mine. I said, how? He said if I'd like, he'd willingly read to me some of his favorite things. I said when? He said now. His novel approach seemed highly suspicious and possibly dangerous too. I told myself, wait! Think! Dare you go up to his flat? What happens if things go wrong? It's obvious he's quite strong. He read to me all night long. Now how about that? It's hard to believe how truly domestic and happily hopeful I feel. I picture my Paul there, reading aloud as I cook. As long as he's there to read, there's quite a good chance indeed. A chance that I'll never need to open a book Thank you.
I'm the only one clapping. Yay! Woo! I forgot that Bridget was the only one who unmuted with me. Woo! Oh, Bridget! Yeah, that was awesome.
It's been a wonderful, wonderful night of entertainment and fabulous performances. I keep wanting to say especially virtually, but this isn't even a case of, oh, you did good for being virtual. You did amazing.
Yeah. Yes, no doubt at all.
All of your dedication.
So
And
scraps for
Give it-
Bridget and Miranda tonight for hosting and such. Well
And
done.
Matt for being here and for getting dressed and every little thing for being.
Yeah, I'm glad everyone got dressed. That's a real
I
nice
think it's
thing.
the little things.
It's a high school, so it's a good thing.
And that would conclude. Unless Miranda, you have anything else left to say?
I'm just so happy to be part of this troupe. I'm gonna be honest. That's all I have today. I'm really thankful. Yeah.
We love you all. Come to thespian meeting tomorrow after school. Thank you so much for coming.
Get me your food videos.
Send your food videos.
So I can edit them in for the YouTube upload. And barring any small children at my house crazy episodes, I'm hoping to have that uploaded by Friday for everyone to see. So
Yay.
well done. So proud of you all. Fantastic work. Fantastic work.
Before we leave, can I make a quick, and we'll talk about it at the thespian meeting, but the dine out, just to announce it.
Yes.
Thespians was able to, I don't think you need any reason for me to convince you to go to Chipotle, but Chipotle May 18th has agreed that if you go and buy food from 4 to 8 and tell them about you're with the thespian fundraiser, they're going to give 33% of sales to the thespian troupe at Westland High School, which is so awesome and would allow us to buy our honor cords for our seniors, because there's not a lot of money for the school right now because we're in a pandemic, if you haven't realized, which is great. So go to Chipotle May 18th. We will advertise it over and over and over
Bridget,
again.
Can I make an announcement? I actually just started working at Chipotle, so I can give you all the specific address on where you guys could go and you could see me and I could make stuff for you. So I'll help you with that.
Even better.
Bridget, is it a specific Chipotle or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I can double check that and I will let you know Thursday.
You should post it on the classroom.
Celine. Oh, it is.
Is Celine? Yes, it is. It's the Nyberg Chipotle.
Oh.
There's Celine in the chat. So go to Nyberg and
So
tell
Rachel,
all
just
of
a
your
quick
friends.
transfer.
Please
really
go to
quick.
Nyberg.
I can't do that, but yeah.
Can you just stand in
But
the
if you want
corner
to come
of
to
that
mine,
Chipotle?
it'll be fun and I can still see
No,
you.
feel free.
I go to
Buy
Chipotle
from Nyberg first.
And walk in. They'll never know.
I also think so. I think that's great. So go buy Chipotle May 18th. Tell everyone you know. Doesn't matter if they live in the state. Everyone you know. Yes. Fabulous. Thank you all for coming. This has been
fun. So for I'm just thinking maybe for the video, I don't know, is there something that we could try to sync, like everyone says something just before, like at the very end? I don't know what the phrase should be. What do you think? I don't want to do something like
I got it.
theater.
How about Mom, I'm on TV.
Mom, I'm on TV. No, it's too wordy.
Oh.
Who's got an idea? Annie's usually really good at this thing. What should we all say together? pressure on Annie. Bluty? I don't know. Long live Bluty.
1915 forever.
Yay, let's do it. I love it. Ready? I'll conduct. One.
So everyone unmute.
Wait, unmute. Here we go.
Take a moment to unmute. Yes, Blue Tea's on screen.
Everyone's unmuted. 1, 2, 3.
1915 forever! Woo! Donate. Woo!
Donate.
Donate.
Love you all. Be well. Be safe. See you soon.
Thank you, guys.